Hey everyone, it's Ashlena. Welcome back to my channel. Hello to my subscribers, my patrons, my super thankers, and everyone else who supports my channel. Thank you for watching today. If you don't know, hi, I'm Ashlena. I do reactions on YouTube, obviously. And today I'm doing Ren Money Part 3. And if you're watching this as the first video you've ever seen from me, I do have Money Part 1 and Part 2 that I recorded right before this. So they're all live at the exact same time. So go check out all three if you're interested. And I also have a bunch of other Ren reactions if you want to check those out too. All right, I don't want to be too repetitive since I'm doing 3 videos in a row, but I do want to say I do have bronchitis, so I apologize if there's a lot of editing during my talking points. I just have a horrific cough. I don't really speak too much during the music, so don't worry about cutting that. But I know this is a long one, so I might have to mute my mic and cough and die during the video, so apologies in advance. Let's watch Money Part 3. I'm excited. Let's do this. Money Part 3. I wonder if there's going to be more. Like, I'm sure he could sing so many versions of this song about other things that have to do with money. It's not even funny, so that rhymed. Maybe that could be a lyric for you, Ren. Let's do this. Oh, piano. Wow. Jesus, he's so talented. If that's him. I know the guitarist wasn't him, so in the first one. Oh, the filming. So good. Oh. Oh, so that was Ren playing piano. Cool. His voice is beautiful. I really want to see him live.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Wow.
"35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Oh my god. This way this is filmed is insane.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him. And it's a version of she. And it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
I hate guns. I hate the sound of a gun.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. 45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate, with a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
I had a feeling that story was going to end sad. Wow. Ren is a fucking genius. Holy shit. That is so crazy. What a crazy story. Like, that's a crazy story. It's so insane how great he is at storytelling in music. Like, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of artists can have great songs. It's a great story, especially like country music. But this is like another level. Like, this shit, I would listen to that song like again and again and again. Just, and like maybe watch the video, because it's not really a song you can listen to for like enjoyment. It's more just like listen to the story, like listen to the song. This is the type of music you share, like, to every single person you know. It's not the type of music you're like, oh, you know what I want to listen to right now? Money Part 3. That's just for me though. But like, it's such a great story and the videos are amazing. And the fact that this is all one take and everyone's so aligned. I'm so curious how many takes it took to get this perfection. The filming is amazing. The music was amazing. I just want to play this part one more time, because as much as I was trying to focus on what Ren was saying, I did have to block out the music of these like violinists and whatnot, because it was so beautiful. But I was like, nope, focus on Ren, focus on what he's saying.
Let me tell you a story.
But now I want to hear it again.
Named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking.
I just want you to listen to the music.
42 not walking quickly. 43 never running round the pavements of his city. 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold, but those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me, and it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Caught the music.
Like, come on. That alone, that sounded like a Lana Del Rey fucking song. You know what I mean? It was so beautiful and magical, and with what he's rapping about, it just hits. It hits my heart. It hit my heart. I love Ren so much. He is one of the best storytellers I've ever heard in my life. He's a complete genius. His vocals are phenomenal. His rapping is amazing. His musicianship is unreal. His piano skills, guitar skills, like, he's so fucking talented. Ugh, I could see him acting. I could see him being in movies. Like, he just seems like one of those people who just has star power. And he's doing this all by himself. He's an independent artist. It's insane. Ugh. Guys, I've said this in my other 2 videos. If you're in the UK, go buy his album. Let's get Ren to #1. We have 2 days. That was 4. We have 2 days to get him to #1. I wish there was something I could do on my end. If you know, let me know. But yeah, if you're in the UK, please go buy his album. Let's get him to #1. As an independent artist, that would be probably a huge dream for him. I'm sure #2 is fine as well. I have to point out the artist Ray. She's an independent artist as well. Came out with her first album and it went to #2, and she's doing phenomenally. Just go look her up if you don't know who she is. She's also from the UK. The power of editing. Did you notice what I did? No? Great. If you guys are watching this, I do have Money Game parts 1 and 2 live as well at the same time as this is live, so go check those out. Please subscribe, like, comment, turn your notifications on. I do tons of different reactions, so go check them out. I have over 340-ish videos, so I'm sure there's something else that you'll really like. And if there isn't, let me know if there's something that I can react to, and I'll try to get it on my list. If you want to support Ren, go buy his album if you're in the UK. Hell, if you're not in the UK, go buy his album. But all his information is down below. If you want to support my tiny little channel, we're almost at 10,000 subs, guys. This is so exciting. So please go check out my Patreon. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, there are other ways in the description below that you can support this channel. If you want to chat about Ren with me, I do have a Discord server that I'm pretty much on all day, every day. If I don't get back to you, it's probably because I have a job, or I'm picking up my toddler, or I'm playing with my kid, or I'm having dinner with my family, those types of things. But I usually come on once a day, so feel free to join. Link is in the description. And vinyl of the day, Paramore, This Is Why. The reason I put Paramore back over here is because they just came out with an album called This Is Why. It's like a reimagined version of this album where they got other artists to reinterpret the songs. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking weird. There are some bangers on there though. So if you want to go watch my reaction to that, I'll link it somewhere here. But obviously the original album is great. But there are some great reimagined songs on there. So if you're interested, go check it out. But I'm warning you, some of them are not that great. Sorry, but they're not. The original album will always be a winner in my eyes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck to Ren hitting #1. He's in my prayers. I'm sending good vibes from Canada. I really hope it does well for him. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.